Mississippians, Rosalind Grace here from the Mississippi Club. Welcome to the first episode of From the Pages of Meet My Mississippi. Many of you already know about Patricia Neely Dorsey's beautiful book, Meet My Mississippi. For the next few months, I will be talking about the pages in this beautiful book. And I will be adding some details and any personal knowledge that I might have. For episode 1, I have chosen to talk about Morehead, Mississippi, which happens to be my hometown, where I was born and raised until I was 13 years old, when my family moved to the Gulf Coast. Now, what Morehead is being noted for in Patricia Neely Dorsey's book is for the intersection of railroad tracks that are known as where the Southern crosses the Yellow Dog. I will read what Patricia Neely Dorsey has written about where the Southern crosses the Yellow Dog. At the start of the 20th century, the rail crossing once located nearby was an important land transportation point. The junction of the Southern Railroad and the Yazoo Delta Railroad, known as the Yellow Dog, was established in 1897. For decades, it was the Central Delta's major rail link, making Morehead one of the region's most active passenger and freight connections. Wow! The crossing gained national fame in 1914 with W.C. Handy's seminal blues song, The Yellow Dog Rag. Wow, isn't that interesting? At one time, Morehead was a very active and important Mississippi town. Wow. Now, I have also heard that W.C. Handy got his inspiration for the Yellow Dog Rag when he heard an old man singing in a train station. And the old man was singing about where the Southern crosses the Yellow Dog. And the sound was so unique and so strange to W.C. Handy. And he was really taken by it. And that's where he was inspired to bring about what we now call the blues. That is something. So, Morehead indirectly played a very important part in the birth of the blues. That is awesome. Morehead now has a historical marker near the tracks where the Southern once crossed the Yellow Dog. Did you know that Morehead has an annual Yellow Dog Festival? Yes, every June they have the Yellow Dog Festival. And it's a celebration of where the Southern once crossed the Yellow Dog. And it's also a celebration of the blues. And lots of times they have, people have family reunions during that time, and also class reunions. And the festivities include live music and lots of good food. And speaking of food, Morehead has this restaurant called Crazy Eats. Now, I've never eaten there because they have opened since I was there last. But from what I can see on social media, the food looks crazy good. And I want to try it the next time that I'm up that way. Crazy Eats. Morehead's old train depot station has been converted into this wonderful museum. They have lots of artifacts and displays that tell the history of Morehead and about some of the people, you know, that live there over the years. And of course, where the Southern crosses the Yellow Dog is a big part of that historical display in the museum. And they also have some neat souvenirs that you can buy. So check it out the next time you're in Morehead. I just want to make note of a few noteworthy people who are associated with Morehead. And they are Chester Pond, who is the man who actually founded the town of Morehead. Also, Charlie Booker, who was a musician, and Phil Bryant, who was a governor of Mississippi. He was the governor before the current governor. And Johnny Russell, who was a country musician. Now, I also want to add one other person that I think is noteworthy, and that is the mayor of Morehead, George Holland. And I think he's noteworthy because he was born and raised in Morehead, moved away for many years, came back to Morehead, came back to his roots, and became mayor of the town. And I believe he's doing a great job because he's been mayor for a while and he keeps getting reelected, so that's a good sign. And so him coming back to where he started has turned out to be a good thing for him and for Morehead. I want to wrap this up by saying I am so happy that my little hometown of Morehead, Mississippi made it into Patricia Neely Dorsey's beautiful book, Meet My Mississippi. So until next time, stay tuned for more pages from Meet My Mississippi.